Driving the streets in summertime, a welcome warmth inside. God only knows when I'll be here again, knowing all the while. When seasons change and feelings die, this heavy heart's familiar. The sun goes down on the child inside, and I'm no fool. And summer days turn into winter nights. I'm so sick of feeling so dead. We're alive tonight. Passing the things we used to know. So many times I've tried, and trying to find my way back home on a path that you decide. And as I look to this golden sky, I don't want to change, but I feel my guilty eyes. They're all that I can blame. And summer days turn into winter nights. I'm so sick of feeling so dead inside. Those summer days turn into winter nights. I'm so sick of feeling so dead. But we're alive summer days turn into winter nights. I'm so sick of feeling so dead. Summer days turn into winter nights. I'm so sick of feeling so dead. And summer days, summer days, and summer days turn into winter nights. I'm sick of feeling so dead, but we're alive tonight. We're alive tonight. We're alive tonight. We're alive tonight. We're alive tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another broadcast brought to you by Zero X Media and Design. I'm your host, Dustin Rogerson, and with me as always, Adam Gladfelter, a.k.a. the Glad Dad, a.k.a. the Mechanic, a.k.a. whatever you want him to be. Adam, how's it going?
Going good, buddy. How about yourself?
Man, feeling good, looking good. You know how it is.
That's it, man. That's what it's all about.
Crazy night we have in store for our fans and drivers. They have the Road Course B here at Homestead. You can see we're looking at it right now from an aerial view. This driver's going to be taking advantage of all the track and everything Miami has to offer. Beautiful sunshine, crazy turns. But let's talk about what happened last week. Richmond, their top three, back-to-back-to-back. Mathew Montgomery won. Richard Mikey Keene came in second. And Rob Hartley finished in third. Now, keep in mind, these drivers are pushing for a chase for the playoffs. I'm going to explain to you how that works here in one moment. So these drivers, they got to complete or participate in at least 6 out of the 8 races in the regular season. And if they win a race, they're automatically into that chase. Otherwise, it's going to the top 10. And currently, in our top 10, let's take a look at that. We have Mathew Montgomery in first, Richard Keene in second, Brandon Brock in third, Eric Johnson in fourth, fifth is Brian Welchel, sixth, Joshua Yarbrough, Brian Zemer in seventh, Anthony Bennett in eighth, and ninth, Charles Wilson, and Terry Litweiler in 10th. That is your playoff push at the moment. Now, this could change at any time, and we will update it as we go on throughout the league. But last week, Adam, we didn't get to feature a driver like we wanted to because, well, we had some technical issues. Actually, that was last Thursday. So, your featured driver of this evening is... drumroll, please. Richard Mikey Keene.
There it is.
I don't know why. He must not be on the track. I don't know. I don't see him. Is he out there?
He is not.
Yeah, he's not. He must be on pit road or something. Or he might have. Did he buzz off?
Well, let's see. Yep, he is not in the server right now.
All right. Well, we don't have a whole lot of information on him in our driver bio page, so we were just going to talk to him and get him in here, but now we can't do that. We're taking a look here at Brandon Brock. He's out of Robinson, Illinois. He's 31 years old. He's been on iRacing since 2020. His favorite track's Tri-State Speedway. Oh, hold on a second. In Houston, Indiana, I guess. I can't say it. You know I'm not good with words. Come on. IRP, Lincoln Park Speedway, Kokomo Speedway. Those are some of his favorite tracks. He wants to give a shout out to Outcast for being an amazing league. And he's got nobody he really wants to give a shout out to. He's a first-time league racer and he's excited to get after it. We've talked about him multiple times. He's been running up front. And I think he was third in overall points. Let's bring him in here. Talk to him. Whoopsies. Brandon, Dustin, and Adam in the booth. How's it going, brother?
Oh, you know. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there you go. Oh, is Trade Paint's working now?
You're showing a Pepsi truck.
Okay. That's been on and off for me all day. But how's it going, guys?
Not too bad. We're just on board with you as you're driving around out here. How's this track feel to you tonight? And what do you got in store for these other drivers? We've seen you up front multiple times. Is it going to be the same for tonight?
Probably not, because it's a road course. But I'm doing okay on lap times. I ran a 20. I don't know. Oops. Sorry. I don't think I can get into the 19s, but we'll see. But I think it's just gonna be trying to keep it on the track the best you can. I might not qualify and start in the back and let everybody, because that that first section coming off the main oval here, where I'm going now.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm letting off about here. Oops. Don't do that. But it's very easy for people to. Wow. I should definitely not try to coach.
Talk and drive.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very easy for people to slide off there. And another tricky spot for me is the hairpin. It's really tough to get the power down, and you spin the tires. But yeah, as far as the race goes, I just want to get a decent finish and move on. I think we got Nashville next week. I'm not really good there either, but
Yeah.
to finish, to win the race, you first must finish. I think I said I got 3 top 5s in a row to start the season here. So
Yep.
I don't know if that'll happen again, but we'll see.
I believe you're third overall in the points, so at the moment you're currently locked in on those playoffs. We were just talking about that a little while ago. And yeah, I think the key tonight is going to be keeping your truck out of trouble and keeping them tires underneath of you. For me, that's my only goal on road courses, is to just finish the race, because I am terrible.
Yeah.
But anything can happen. You never know. Another driver might have some unfortunate luck, and you might be able to be right there to take advantage. So, well, do you have anybody you want to give a shout out to before we take off and land this anthem?
Well, shout out to all the mods that run this league, and H&W Wrap Design. I got them. They're working on a couple wraps for me, so I definitely wanted to get them a shout out, because I know they're a big partner in this league. But yeah, looking forward to see what we can do here.
All right. Well, good luck to you, sir, and we'll talk to you later.
Yep.
See ya. There you go, Brandon Brock. Got to talk to him for a little bit. We're going to step away for the anthem, and we'll be right back here. 0X Media and Design. And we're back just in time for some qualifying action. Your practice fastest lap on the track, 1:19:35, set by Eric Johnson. We'll see if Chase Stinfley has anything to say about that. Chase won last Thursday in the Gen 4 at Richmond. Man, he put on a clinic. If you guys haven't seen that, go back and look at that broadcast. We had some difficulties there, but you can see the ending, and he did a phenomenal job there keeping that car under him and just drove away with it. Well, we got Brandon Brock in here, says good luck all. Got people raising their hands. Timmy with the boogity boogity boogity, yes sir. That's what I'm talking about, dang old son. It's night right now, but it's day on the sim, and we're about to have a good old time. Eric Johnson out on the track. Let's take a look at him. Let's get on board with him.
Looks like we're on board with Eric Johnson, the fastest guy in practice by a half a second, Dustin.
Yeah, but can he be that fast the whole time? That is going to be the question.
Consistency is key.
I think Chase Stinfley might have some other plans for him, but we'll have to find out. So, Adam, we sent you away on a mission. Did you find out how much fuel and tires these drivers have for tonight?
Man, I found out everything. So we got 3 sets of tires for this race, 50 laps. Now check this. I was talking with Mr. Ronnie, and he did some fuel runs last night and got about 20 laps on a fuel run, depending on how hard you were pushing or not, which means 2 pit stops for fuel.
Ooh, yeah, that'll be very interesting to see.
That's gonna throw a monkey wrench.
And the pit lane
in the
here
plans for sure.
is very, very fast, so you got to be careful not to speed.
It's tricky. It's tricky, and they're on the oval part when they have to get on pit road.
No driver completed a lap just yet. We're taking a look at Warren Cook. I don't think we've talked about him yet this season. Might be
I
a
think
new
he's
driver
a new
to the
driver.
league. And well, look at that. Mr. Back-to-back-to-back Matt. And that 12 car. I wonder what he'll have in store for the drivers tonight. I know everybody's looking to knock him off his high horse. He's got to be feeling pretty good coming into this road course, winning 3 races and having an outstanding lead. Points league. Oh, he's cooking in there. He sent it down into turn 1.
Now, Eric Johnson, he just posted a lap. Now, he is 0.6 slower than he was in practice. I mean, that's still a really stout time. And I'm not sure if they're using the race set to qualify or are they using the qualifying set. Oh, Chase Stinfley with the fastest time so far.
Oh, slap wagon. Check it out. Look at that. Red, white, and blue. Send it or end it. Oh, Slap and Tickle himself. Go follow him on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube at Slap and Tickle 91. We had the privilege of talking to him after Thursday's race. Man, what a very humble guy, this guy. Very nice guy. Michael Stevens out here putting down some good times as well. He's 3rd fastest on track at the moment. Our featured driver of the night, Richard Mikey Keene, in the Dude Wipes truck tonight.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of guys with the similar paint scheme.
That's right. His teammate Drew Kuhn out here representing the Dude Wipes. I think this is, what is it? The Dumpkin Spice version?
That's funny.
Big shout out to you, Drew. Thanks for running our logo on your truck. We appreciate that, bud. We see it. We see you. All these new paint schemes. By the way, this guy has his own wrap company, Pinnacle Wraps. I think their slogan is, when you drive Pinnacle, you drive distinction. Yes, sir. Ryan Everhard. We seen him last week. This week he's rocking the Doritos number 5. Brian B. Dubs Welchel in there 53. Brian Zemer in the 55. Where is my guy Terry? He's not on track. We got Jordan Bridges in the 4-5. He's back like a bad habit. While they're going around the track, this gives us a chance to shout out the sponsors of the league. Shout out to Outcast Motorsports. Appreciate you for taking us along for this beautiful ride. Shout out to the one and only Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. Talk about it every week. If you haven't gone to the website, what are you waiting for? www.georgiamountainfairgrounds.com. How many times do I got to tell you? Get on over there. Get some tickets. ZZ Top and the rodeo coming up, the Hiawassee Rodeo, May 24th and 25th. Go get your tickets today. That's www.georgiamountainfairgrounds.com. And then last but not least, H&W Wrap Designs. You can follow him on TikTok at H&W Wrap Designs. Tell him we sent you over there and maybe he'll give you some sort of deal. Brendan Brock off track. We just spoke with him before. Charles Wilson in the 57 U.S. Army. That's GoArmy.com. You know, we got to run with these guys Sunday, Adam, and their Sunday Fun Day, man. Those are a lot of good guys over there. I had a great time.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I had a blast.
Okay, so new drivers that come in, I apologize in advance because I'm going to botch your name like 3-4 times. And Moskowitz? Is that it?
That's it. That's it. Dustin, we got a guy in the booth with us.
Who we got?
We got the firefighter.
Terry Litweiler, everybody. Terry, how's it going tonight?
Going well, guys. How you doing?
Doing well, man. We were looking at your beautiful Mountain Dew truck you got out there with the little firefighter logo on the back. Looks good, man.
Yeah, thanks. H&W put that together, so they're one of our sponsors, and big shout out to them.
Yeah. What you got for Terry here, Adam?
Man, I noticed you hadn't put down a qualifying lap. Are you gonna start in the back and watch the chaos unfold?
No, we're doing set this one out, guys. This road course stuff, I'm left. I don't go right.
Oh man, come on!
We're gonna listen to you guys and enjoy watching a spectacular race tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna
Man,
be
you
a
should
lot of
have
fun.
you should have gave it the good old college try. I was watching you out there. You were doing good.
Well, you're just giving me false hope.
Well, we'd like to see you out there, but we understand. There's some people that just like turning left. I love turning left, but man, there's a lot of times I can't help but to turn right. I mean, it's usually because I'm spinning out into a wall, but I do turn right occasionally.
Yeah, these guys are a good group. They, there's a lot of drivers that, it's no different than dirt. That some like dirt, some don't. Some like being on the pavement, and then you got the right-hand turners and the left-hand turners. So to each is their own. Yeah,
that's right. Well, consistency is key tonight. I mean, I don't think the fastest guy may win, but it's all going to come down to pit strategy, especially under green flags. I was talking to Mr. Ronnie earlier, and he said that they were getting about 20 laps for a fuel run, and it's 50 laps, so you're going to have to pit twice. And man, we've probably had what, Dustin, 4 yellows this entire series, maybe.
Not that many. I think most of them came at Daytona.
This is race number 4, so I don't see a whole lot of yellows. Maybe some off tracks, but not any full course stuff. So
yeah,
the fastest guy may not win.
Yeah, this league's got some good road course drivers in it. Look for Eric and obviously Chase to be up there in the front. Can't ever forget about Montgomery with 3 wins so far. So it should be a good race. Interesting during practice, the fall off on the tires is really critical. So we'll see how these guys manage their tires and manage their fuel runs.
All right, boys. Well, you know what time
Awesome.
it is. We got to get into our starting lineup, which means, little AC/DC Thunderstruck.
Swerves in Motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen,
Oh, guys, I'll get out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your starting grid for tonight's race. Chase Stempley takes the pole in the slap wagon. Eric Johnson in second. Joshua Yarbrough in third. Fourth place goes to Richard Keene. Fifth is Michael Stevens. Sixth is Brian Zemer. Seventh is Brandon Brock. Matthew Montgomery in eighth. Drew Kuhn in ninth. 10th goes to Charles Wilson. 11th, Jordan Bridges. Brian B. Dubs Welchel in 12th. Warren Cook in 13th. Michael Seymour in 14th. Anthony Bennett in 15th. Ryan Eberhard in 16th. Jamie Fox Bolton 17th. Ronnie Welchel in 18th. 19th, Joseph Moskowitz in 19th. Terry Litweiler in 20th. Actually, we just heard from him, and he's not going to be running tonight. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's a pity too. I think he could have had something for these guys. But hey, I understand, you know. This is not my cup of tea either. I probably would have set this one out.
Let's take a look at the track conditions for these drivers. 102. It's going to be slippery out there. 76 in the air. Or I'm sorry, humidity 81 in the air. And you're seeing what the course layout looks like. These drivers shaking at their knees. Begging for the green flag.
All right, guys, let's pull them virtual belts tight as the pace car is about to be off on the pit road and they're about to take that green flag for the first time. There he goes.
Pulling
Look
them
at Barney.
tight. Tonight you're going to see the drivers turn right and the green flag's in the air here at Homestead Road Course B. Look, I'm come down into turn 2.
A lot of drivers kind of just taking it easy. Some's lost just a few spots, just giving plenty of room. As Stempley takes that gap and makes it much larger over Eric Johnson.
Coming down into turn 6. Car way on the inside, got to get on it hard. That's the 55 of Zemer. Coming down to the hairpin. People making moves all the way in the back. We got a lot of action to keep up with tonight. Chase Stinfley out to a nice lead. Eric Johnson on the charge.
Eric Johnson with huge momentum on the oval side of the road course. I mean, he completely closed that gap up.
Top four with a nice little pull away. Stinfley, Johnson, Stevens, Keene. Brock 2 seconds back from Keene.
I'm noticing two different driving styles right now, Dustin.
What kind?
Between Stinfley and Johnson. Johnson, he's more of a he's being more methodical with the decisions that he's making, getting into the corners and off of it. Stinfley's just going for it. I mean, he's sending it. He's got such great exit speed. It's unreal. I don't know if is he burning his stuff up early? Is he just that fast, or is Johnson, just toying with him? Because Johnson, he's good here.
Yeah, very good. I know these drivers put in a lot of practice this week, but like you said, with his driving style, his window hits home for him. Send it or end it. He's definitely taking the red pill out there today, and he's off the track a little bit. It might open the door for Johnson, but he closes it up. Now we got side by side here. Johnson gonna have to give way. Slap wagon got the better of that outcome for now.
Johnson's just being very patient. He's not burning this stuff up at all, but he is keeping pace. I guess that's the difference between an oval guy at a road course and a road guy at a road course. They know the exact places on the track to keep the momentum up and not burn their stuff up.
And I don't want to go away from this battle up front, but we will get to the drivers in the back here shortly. Let me know if you see any battles going on back there that we need to take a look at.
Looks like everybody's single filed out. The only battle I see is between the 45 and the 53. Simply off course again. Johnson right back up to him in the same spot that he was off course last time.
Any one of these top four drivers, or the three chasing the slap wagon, if he makes a mistake, that could open the door up for any of these guys out here.
But if there's anything that we know about Chase Stinfley is he adapts, and he adapts quickly. He adapts well. He's gonna remember, hey, I shouldn't dive that in that deep. He's gonna learn from any mistakes that he makes tonight.
Absolutely. From fourth to fifth, you got a 4-second gap. $11 people watching. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for checking us out. Brandon Brock, he's up 2 spots. Your biggest mover of the race in the sponsored car, the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds truck. I'm sorry, I don't know why I always say car, but you know what I'm saying. Look at this beautiful 62 right here of Ronnie Welchel. He is up 5 spots from where he started. Josh Yarbrough riding the struggle bus. He looks like he's coming to pit road. He's down 14 positions. Up 7 spots. Moskowitz. He's looking to take another position away from the 57 of Charles Wilson. Fox
Looks
Bolton.
like Chase.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Dustin. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to call out Fox Bolton in his new truck. You got the Georgia Bulldogs all over that thing. That looks nice. What were you going to say, sir?
I said, I was going to say Chase Stempley and Eric Johnson man, they're setting sail.
3
They have
second
left
gap
these trucks behind them.
between them and third place. This might be where your battle is all night. It'll be interesting to see if any spots are made or lost on pit road.
You know, their times are so consistent. They're so close. One slip up and the other one takes the lead.
It's going to be a very good battle out front between these two. Eric Johnson yet to get a podium. I'm not sorry, not a podium, but a victory here in either series. Could tonight be his
I
night.
guarantee it'll happen. I guarantee it'll happen. He's got too much talent.
Oh, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, for sure.
Exactly.
Well, let's go on board with our leader and take a look and see how he's running this track.
Oh, he's wheeling the sucker. I'm watching overhead, the two leaders. He is wheeling it. See, he learned. He's adapting.
Now let's jump back to, well, let's wait until after this corner. Then we're going to jump back to Eric Johnson, see how he's faring. You see that quote on the back of Chase's car? Hashtag, what a woman. If somebody in the chat could elaborate, I'd love to hear the story. And they pull high RPMs down into turn 2. Drew Kuhn just gained a spot. He's in the Dumpkin Dude Wipes truck. You got Brian Zemer battling him for position right here. Zemer's going to give him the old bump with no run. Really don't think that was intentional, and it didn't hurt anybody but Zemer. Zemer's got to collect his bearings here, get that truck back underneath him, get up here and battle back. Oh, B-Dubs out here in the Coca-Cola 53. Full throttle energy drink on the hood of that. Now, here's a question for you, Adam. All-time favorite soda energy drink, go.
Dr. Pepper.
That's not an energy drink.
It is. It is if you're addicted to caffeine.
I'm talking like old school. I'm talking, you remember Jolt?
Yeah, I remember Jolt.
Yeah,
It didn't last very long.
I don't think I've seen that in a while. What about here's my favorite was Surge.
Ah, man, I knew you were gonna say that, Dustin.
I loved me some Surge back in the day. They actually made a song about it. It was actually really good. It had like a Nintendo beat in the background.
You know, Dustin, as I get older, you know, I've strayed away from any energy drinks, and now I'm doing all the natural herbs, the herbal type energy drinks.
Richard Keene, in the midst of our soda talk, has found his way up to third place now. That'll be interesting to see if he's got anything for these leaders. But like I said, it just takes a mistake. Sam Bridges in the chat says Volt. Was Volt an energy soda?
Yes.
I never heard about that one.
Yep. Volt was a Pepsi product.
Oh, what about, since we're on the subject here, what about, remember Crystal Pepsi? It was clear?
That's disgusting.
Man, they need to bring that back. Come on.
That's disgusting.
No. I think Surge.
Let me guess.
Like
let me guess. You're a Baja Blast fan.
I actually do enjoy a Baja Blast at Taco Bell. Thank you very much.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Actually, you know what? Recently at Taco Bell, they have had the close battle continues up front.
Hey, Dustin, we need to rewind that last couple of turns. I know they're battling for the lead here, but you have to see the wheelmanship of Chase Stempley.
Oof. Well, we got a side-by-side battle here. It'll be who can outbreak one another. We're going to have to put our soda talk on pause. We'll get back to it. Eric gonna give it up for now. Just peeking, let him know I'm there. I'm right there. You make a mistake, you're mine. Look how close they're getting here. This is awesome racing between these two.
Eric's just being very patient.
Yeah, I don't think he wants a same result as in, what was it, Atlanta? I think Eric fully sent Chase. Here we go. We got people in here. Clear Pepsi was so good. Blue was the best Pepsi. Pepsi Blue was good. I remember that. Very good. B-Dubs was talking about doing a Sobe rap. What's that? What's Sobe? S-O-B-E.
I'm not sure.
Got some action back here. Michael Seymour and Anthony Bennett going at it. Seymour going to go off the track just a wee bit.
Looked like Eric Johnson got a little bit loose there in the oval section. Man, these tires must be gone.
About 8 more laps. We should see him pit. I don't think tire wear is like super bad on road courses yet. But they're probably down in the 90 range.
But let's talk strategy here. Okay, they've got to pit twice. And we heard they can get about 20 laps. Now, would it be better to short pit, or run it all the way out? So let's just think about this for a second. If you pitted early both times, then you'd have 3 even splits, like 3 even stints. So that means you'd be on fresher tires longer.
Yeah.
Each stint. So you could put down faster lap times. Instead of burning your stuff up for 20 laps, you could say pit 15, 15, and 15.
Fox Bolton going to move out of the way for the leaders. Make room for this wild race that's going on up front. Phantom in the back. I'm sorry. Sam Bridges in the chat says Sobe had the lizard on the glass bottle. That's right. I do remember that a little bit. Almost like a Snapple bottle, I think. And it said it's a drink back in the 90s had a lizard on a bottle. Come on.
Oh, the 1900s. Whew.
1900.
You know, my kids, they say that all the time. Dad, you were born in the 1900s.
The leaders
Yeah.
have pulled away. 9-second lead.
It makes you feel old sometimes.
Man, we know I'm old. I'm okay with it. My daughter's always giving me, that's why you bald. I said, that's just experience.
Tell her it's her fault that you're bald.
That's the main reason. Well, let's step away. You guys won't miss any of the action right here. We will keep it going. And we'll come right back after this side-by-side commercial break. And we're back. Thanks for sticking with us on that commercial break. Shout out to all the sponsors there. What is Chase Dempsey doing out front, giving it the wiggles?
Well, he allowed Eric Johnson to catch back up to him again.
He did have a second lead. Now it's closed the gap. Stevens and Brock back here having a nice little battle. And Montgomery not too far behind right there in that 12 truck.
If anything happens between them, he's going to capitalize on those positions. Just like that, the 3 gets a little loose on the exit. And Montgomery's going to get side by side with him, and he's going to take the position. Nose to tail of the leaders on the oval coming to the start-finish line.
Full send mode. We got about 4 laps until these drivers are going to start to pit. So back to what you were saying about the Baja Blast Mountain Dew. You know, Taco Bell recently released a Baja Blast Mountain Dew with dreamsicle flavor in it, and it's pretty good.
To be honest with you, I'm not a Pepsi fan.
Man, I'm not trying to hear that. It's Pepsi or bust round here.
No.
But you like Coke?
Well, I like Coke products. I'm not a Coca-Cola drinker per se, but I love Barks root beer and Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, I like me some Barks root beer. It's like one of the only root beers with some caffeine in it. Come on.
That's right.
But yeah, I don't like the taste of Coke at all. Coca-Cola. These two drivers still cooking. This is one of the closest battles we have out on track at the moment, other than Stevens and Brock back at it again. Stevens going to pull away on this front stretch here.
I mean, the lap times, Stempley ran a 22.022, and Johnson ran a 22.076. These guys are identical.
Stevens going to go off the track a little bit there, open the door up for the 3 of Brock. And he's going to make that move cleanly. And Montgomery up to 4th. He's 12 seconds back behind Mikey Keene. Let's take you through to the top 10 real quick before we hit these pits up. The battle of the ages up front. Chase Stempley and the 18 of Eric Johnson in second. Richard Mikey Keene with his best clean pants down scheme in third place, out here running by himself. Nobody around him. He's just out on a Sunday drive. Not really. I'm sure he wants to strategize, get up front there. Mathew Montgomery, the 3-time champ, or 3-time winner. 4th place. Looks like he might be coming to pit road. Yes, he's coming to pit road.
Yeah, it's going.
That moves things around a little bit. Brandon Brock, he's up to 4th. Michael Stevens in 5th. Brian Zemer not too far behind them in 6th. And Drew, the serial killer Coon, he's in 7th. Brian B-Dubs Welchel in 8th.
Oh, we got a car right in front of the leaders just spun.
That was
close.
Joseph Moskowitz. Let's take a look and see what happened.
Got my heart pounding a little bit there.
Oh, just gets on the brakes a little too hard.
Right as the leaders come through. Fantastic job, though, keeping it up out of the groove.
Where were we? Anthony Bennett in 9th. Ronnie Welchel in 10th. Michael Seymour in 11th. Montgomery back on track now. He's in 12th. Charles Wilson in 13th. Ryan Eberhard in 14th. Fox Bolton in 15th. I'm sorry, Jordan Bridges in 15th. Fox Bolton in 16th. He's got, and then Moskowitz 17th. I think he's off the track right now. Joshua Yarbrough, he's still out there. He's down 15 spots from where he started. Had some trouble early, had to pit early. Warren Cook, I don't know if he's out there or not.
No, he did. He had enough.
He said, no thanks. I'll see you on the next
No thanks. A lot of people pitting. Oh, there we go.
Whoa!
Definitely sideways in the pit road.
I wonder if he was speeding there or not.
We'll see. He's used to going fast. He don't like the slow stuff. Yeah.
A race back off pit road. Looks like Eric Johnson's going to take the lead. Now it's the Slapwagon's turn. What does he have for Mr. Johnson on these cold tires? Johnson's going to get loose. Stempley back to the lead.
Yeah, we're just not quite used to those cold tires.
Down to the hairpin. This track looks like a lot of fun to drive. Might have to keep this one in the back pocket.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't mind running this track.
See the leaders coming up on Wilson there in the 57. There's
Simply
Ronnie.
slipping and sliding.
Still a great battle out front.
Yeah, they've been pretty much nose to tail the entire race.
Here's the tricky one here. The hairpin. If it stays this close, I'd expect to see a little bump and run from the 18 at the end. We still got a long ways to go. One more pit stop for these drivers. Question is somebody going to pit early? I think the earliest that they can pit is probably lap 32 to make it on fuel safely.
If it was me in this race, I would short pit.
Ronnie
I'd make
on
two
pit
even
road.
stints.
Here we go. Got a little bit of battle right here, and with the 6, the 12, and the 21, and the 53. Let's go on board with Mr. Welchel, Brian Welchel, that is. As he's putting work to Drew Kuhn here. Drew on the inside defending.
Let out way earlier. Just trying to be conservative. Coming up on lap
Right.
traffic here. The leader's coming up on lap traffic.
Brian gonna make that pass on Drew Kuhn. Go back out front, take a look. As Adam was saying, he came up on lap traffic. Looks like they navigated that safely.
Yeah, the 37 stayed way out of the way. He didn't want to compromise the leader's line or position.
Ronnie Welchel with a mirror full of the leaders right now. He's got some damage. What happened? Looked like he went off track there. Let me look and see if this damage came from this incident here. See no damage at the moment. Oh! Just gets really loose on them cold tires because he just came off pit road not too long ago, and then he's going to get massive amount of damage to that front end.
Round goes Ronnie.
Round and round. $18 looking to poke his nose in on the slap wagon.
Oh no. Oh no. The 18's going to bide his time. And when you see that lap, say 50 out of 50, it's go time. He's just keeping him close enough to pounce.
Such similar lap times, such similar lines that they're running. It's going to be hard for for Stinfley to gain an advantage. And one mistake though, and we've had an eye full of these two drivers this whole race. Keane is back 25 seconds. And then he's got a 15-second lead over Brandon Brock. Seamer looking to close in on Brock. He's only a couple seconds behind. He can make that up. Mathew Montgomery in the 12. We've seen him highest to 4th. He's back down to 6th. He's moved up 2 spots since the race started. Your biggest movers so far of the race is Anthony Bennett in the 7. He's up 4 spots. Ronnie's on pit lane. I'm going to bring him in the booth and we'll see what happened to Ronnie there. I mean, we've seen what happened to him, but we'll get his take on it. Hey, Ronnie, it's Dustin and Adam in the booth, man. We seen you had a little bit of trouble. Wanted to bring you in here and ask you, is your day done, or are you going to get back out there?
I've got some decent damage, but I've only got about 5 minutes left on it. I don't think I'll lose many more laps. Or precision. I think Joshua Yarber's 5 laps down. I'm just now went 3. I don't know. I just got a little loose coming off that turn and went straight into the wall. Just did too much damage to be able to drive it.
Yeah, you had recently just pitted, so I was wondering if it was a factor of the cold tires, or if it was just an error there.
I think it was more of an error than the tires.
Well, the car is looking great out here in the sunshine in that Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds paint that you rock every week, man. We love that. So, keep you in here. How's the race been going other than that? To your expectations, or you think you should be doing a little bit better? Or?
Pretty much about where I thought I was going to be. I had picked up a few positions after the start, and I just don't have the speed some of these other guys got. I'm more of a left turn than a right and left turn.
Right.
But I'm doing the best I can.
I think that's most of us. Like, road courses are my nemesis, but you got 2 leaders out here battling out, Chase Stinfley and Eric Johnson, man. They're putting on one heck of a show for these guys, for the people watching.
Yeah, they look like they're real close. I just saw them come by me.
Well, we hope you can get your damage fixed, and we've shouted out the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds for you. Anybody else that you want to send love to?
Well, I want to appreciate H&W Wraps for my wraps on the car and the truck. They've done a phenomenal job on a lot of these other trucks and cars too. Appreciate you guys doing everything y'all do. Y'all doing a really good job broadcasting these races. and getting better every time. And of course, Outcast Motorsports. If they weren't here, we wouldn't be here ourselves.
It's true, man. Well said, and we appreciate you coming in and talking with us, and good luck to you once you get back out.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, Ronnie Welchel there, man. Unfortunate for him to spin like that or get loose, hit the wall, but in good spirits, which that's good. I know I'd be mad if that were me. I'd be mad at myself. But all these drivers out here, really good week in, week out, and they're so composed. I feel like we could bring any of them in at any time, and they would have the same mentality. Such good racecraft out of all these drivers.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the fastest and cleanest leagues around.
See if anybody's close here. Brian Welchel and Stevens are fairly close. Welchel looking to put the moves on. Oh, he thought about it, but he got a little upset. His car got a little upset there. Truck. Why do I always say that, Adam? Why can't I figure out what a car looks like and what a truck looks like?
Oh, man, it's still technically a race car, so you're good.
We go car on Monday, then we go truck on Tuesdays, then we go car on Wednesdays, car on Thursdays. Oh, B. Welch looking to the inside here. Not going to have it just yet. Look at all the debris on the track. Oh, nice move by Brian Welchel. And he gets around Stevens there. And now he's got Montgomery in his sights.
Oh, man.
What
Super
happened?
loose from the 91.
Oh, the 53's getting loose. That's going to open the door back up for Stevens. We'll come right back to this as we got a battle for the lead. Johnson looking for it. The slap wagon's loose. The 45 of Bridges. Let's see if he just moves out of the way and let the leaders battle here. Or is he going to slow up, chase a little bit? Yeah, I'm sure he'll just let him have it because that's just how they do it in this league. Look at that. That's sportsmanship right there. Jordan
Every
Bridges,
one of them
everybody.
has great sportsmanship.
Drew Kuhn, he's 9 seconds away from being lapped. There's only 9 trucks on the lead lap right now. Drew Kuhn out here in a world of his own at the moment. Take a look at turn 6 here and see just how far back the leaders are. There they are. Eric Johnson looking to push it on the outside.
There goes Johnson trying to stick his nose in.
That was probably the closest we've seen to Stinfley getting turned. Kyle Franklin in the chat, not like 90% of other leagues, LOL. These guys put on a show and being respectful. Absolutely, man. These guys are doing a fantastic job. And in road courses, you can usually get pretty spread out. But these two up here have been putting on one heck of a show. It's hard to pull away from it, but we have other drivers I want to talk about. There is a 28-second gap between them and Richard Keene, and then going back from Keene, you got Brock. That's Brandon Brock in the 3. Brian Zimmer in the 55 is in 5th. How about that? 5. Matthew Montgomery in 6th. I want to say, did we just have a car on pit road? No. Welchel. B. Welchel is in 7th. He's been battling it out back and forth with Michael Stevens. Drew Kuhn, last truck on the lead lap. And Jordan Bridges in the 4-5. Anthony Bennett in the 7. He's in 11th place, but he is up 4 spots. Michael Seymour, he's in 12th. Charles Wilson in 13th. Ryan Eberhard, 14th, and Fox Bolton in 15th. Then you got Yarborough in 16th. And Ronnie Welchel, who's back out on the track after getting his damage fixed, in 17th. Moskowitz is out. Warren Cook is out. Terry Litweiler is also out. Actually, Terry didn't start the race. But I'm sure we'll see him back here next week. Coming up, folks, Thursday night. You think this is fun to watch? Thursday night, these drivers are taking the Gen 4 series to the same track, same place, same time, right here on 0X Media and Design. I'm a poet and didn't know it, y'all. Kyle says, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great, man. We appreciate that. We try to make it entertaining for you guys. $19 to go. Who's going to be the first one out of these two to pit? Are we going to see Stimpley come down? Are we going to see Johnson come down? Are we going to see them both come down together? I want to say Stimpley's led pretty much every lap, if not every lap. They last pitted on lap 19. So, who's it going to be? It's got to be coming soon. Any chatter on the radio, Adam?
Nope, not as of now.
Stimpley getting that slap wagon slideways. He is wheeling that truck. But that's to be expected. Have you seen the Richmond race, y'all? This guy, he can drive. He's super loose and still fast. Johnson looking to the inside in turn 1 and 2. No, Johnson coming to pit road. So he's going to be the first one to break. Let's see. What do you think he's going to do? 4 tires? Or no tires and fuel only? We'll keep an eye on Eric here while he's in pits, but we also got Chase out front. Let's take a look. He's coming to his pit stall now. Take a look at his speed. Slowing down there. Let's see. Are we doing tires? We are doing right sides at least. Left sides as well. So he's going to have 4 tires and fuel, and he'll be back out. Chase Stimpley. When will he come in? I would say it's got to be within the next 2, right?
Oh, most definitely.
You don't want to lose a whole lot of time, especially to a driver like Johnson. Oh, especially when you're super loose like that. 32
All right,
second
let's see.
gap.
Let's see.
Here he
This
comes.
is for all the marbles
He
right
is
here.
cooking that apron line into pit road. Oops. I'm going to tell you something else what makes this such a clean group of drivers. So last week, after the race, after Thursday's race, I went into their Discord and they have an incident review after every one of these races. And they talk about and they go over each and every incident on track, which makes you hold yourself accountable. So
Right.
I think that's what does it. And you see, oh, Eric Johnson comes out and gets loose. Actually, Stifley got in his way, and he got loose there. Eric Johnson off the track. We're going to go back, and we're going to take a look at that again here in a second. Johnson gets it underneath of him, and now we're right back to the battle that we had before. Stifley and Johnson out front. I don't think this battle's over yet, folks. Let's take a look what happened to Eric Johnson right there. See, he's coming down. Chase is coming off of pit road. And I think Stifley was just on his line, and Eric couldn't turn down where he wanted to and had to get on the brakes a little harder. And these trucks don't like to turn when you're on the brakes.
Awesome job by both guys, though. I mean, they pitted a lap apart and still ended up in the same position, same gap after pit stops. It's pretty impressive.
Now we got Michael Stevens on pit road, Jordan Bridges on pit road, Charles Wilson, they're coming off. Ryan Eberhard, he's on pit road. That put Brandon Brock up to third for the moment, and Zemer in fourth, Welchel in fifth, Keene back in sixth. Did Keene already come in and pit? He did on lap 34. So when Johnson and Zemer and Welchel come in, and Zemer's in now, he'll get that spot back. And when Brandon Brock comes in, he'll also get that spot back. Well, he should. You sure can't tell a difference when these drivers have the tires and when they don't. Now, I forgot to have my slideshow on this whole thing. Shout out to the sponsors once again. Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. Go to GeorgiaMountainFairgrounds.com. Take a look and see what they have to offer. H&W Wrap Designs. Follow them on TikTok. H&W Wrap Designs on TikTok. Tell them we sent you over there. And not to mention all these drivers here at Outcast Motorsports doing such a phenomenal job, giving us tons to talk about. And shout out to all the admins for bringing us along with them. You know, a couple mishaps that we've had, and they could have been like, you know what, we don't like your product, but they're sticking with us, they're sticking it out, and man, we really appreciate that. Johnson getting loose. He's pushing it. He's a second pack. He's got to make up some ground here. Stifley's just pulling away. 14 laps left in this race. Let's get another side-by-side for the sponsors. We'll be right back. we're back. Thanks for sticking with us on that commercial break. Shout out to all the sponsors once more. Slap and Tickle out front still. Slap Wagon Chase Stinfley out front. He's gained a pretty decent sized lead over Johnson now. But Stinfley's got to keep that truck underneath him, or Johnson's still right there. Richard Keene was just battling Brian Welchel. He just passed him for third. Let's take a look at that pass. Oh, Welchel just goes off the track a little bit, a little loose. Keene takes advantage of it. They're dealing with lap traffic here. Brian Zemer in the 55. Only 6 trucks on the lead lap. Your top 10, Stinfley, Johnson, Keene, Welchel, Brock, Montgomery, Zemer, Stevens, Seymour, and Drew Kuhn. Look at Eric Johnson closing the gap on the straight a little bit. He's going to have to get around the lap car of Zemer. That might give Stinfley a little bit of an advantage going into the road part of the track. Next week, where are we going? Somebody said it already, but I forgot. But I will look for y'all. Nashville Super Speedway. I'm going to tell you, trucks at Nashville, tons of fun. Anybody's game there. That track is known to eat up some tires. Just depends on what kind of track temp these drivers are going to get. And that'll be a nice strategy race to see.
I think that's the best combo, Dustin, at Nashville is the trucks there.
Oh, yeah. It's very good. It's very it's a driver's track for sure once them tires get heated up. Gary Stinfley says Nashville. That's right. Come on. Hopefully, I wonder how old Chase Stinfley feels about it. I'm sure we'll get to talk to him as he's got a 2 second lead over Johnson. He's going to have to make a mistake here within these last 10 laps for Johnson to catch him. They have a 43-second lead over third place. I was talking to the drivers earlier, and they did say Chase was going to be the one to beat tonight. And I believe he's led pretty much every lap, minus maybe one. Michael Seymour on pit road. I wonder if he has trouble or if he's just now making a stop. His truck looks good. He might just be making his final stop of the race. Yep, grabbing some tires, and he'll be off. Mathew Montgomery up another spot. He's in 5th place. He's got his sights set on Brandon Brock, and Brandon is 9 seconds ahead of him. Richard Keene, our featured driver of the night, he's holding his own in 3rd place. He's pretty much been in 3rd all night long. And the slap wagon has pulled away. Johnson back there dealing with a little bit of lap traffic. Got around it, no problem. Now he's got a little bit of clean track in front of him. Get some clean air on that truck, and maybe he can close this gap a little bit. Stinfley's pulled out to a 3-second lead.
I did not expect him to get that big of a lead over Johnson.
Kerry says, you already know he's going to be excited to get on any track. Racing is in his blood. That's what I'm talking about. And check this out, Adam. I got something for you right here. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
It's 9 minus 1, and there's 8 to go. Come on. See what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, shut up, nerd. Yeah, Kyle Franklin says some lap traffic held Johnson up. Yeah, yes, it did. There was such a good battle going on out front. And these drivers, these top two drivers have put on one heck of a show. You shouldn't take anything away from either driver, or Eric, I should say, because Johnson was holding in there like the whole race. He just was unable to get that nose inside. But, you know, this isn't over yet. Chase makes a mistake here and goes off track or spins around. That's going to open up the door for Johnson.
Johnson's still there. He can still strike. I mean, cut 8 laps. That's a long time.
And now we're coming to 7 to go. We're getting down to brass tacks here, y'all.
About 3.5 seconds. Johnson's still back.
See the gap right there between Stinfley and Johnson?
It doesn't. 3.5 seconds doesn't look like that much on the oval portion of the track, but when you get in the infield, 3.5 seconds looks like a lot.
Absolutely. Brock back here in 4th still. He's 11 seconds ahead. Actually, that time just jumped up. He is about 11 seconds ahead of Montgomery. Then Brian Zemer, your first truck a lap down. This time by Chase will have 5 laps left.
A good solid run by Montgomery, though. I mean, he's setting himself up for a top 5. I mean, he's going to secure the lead in the point standings, so that's a good thing. Good night for him.
Now a 5-second lead for Stinfley. Whoa, hold on to her. Montgomery next on the chopping block as Stinfley looking to put another driver a lap down. Maybe. Stinfley got a little slow on that exit. And then there were 4. Wow.
Johnson's not making any time up. If he was going to go, now would be the time.
Coming to 3 to go. Chase Stinfley has dominated this whole race. I wouldn't say dominated the entire race. For a good 40 laps, he had Johnson all over his bumper. I mean, heart-pounding racing all the way up until about 10 laps ago. Well, probably 15 laps ago after the pit incident. Oh, looks like Ryan Eberhard crashed. Let's take a look and see what happened there real quick. Oh. Gets loose, gets on the grass, locks it up really hard.
Yeah, nothing major. Just
I
get it
wouldn't call
going
that a
again.
crash. Eric Johnson involved in an incident. What happened?
Got caught up in lap traffic with the 53.
Let's see, we're taking a look right here. This is a replay of what just happened to Eric Johnson. It said he crashed. Looks like he locks him all the way up. I don't think that's a crash, but just way off pace. Right next to the 53. And that's it. Just pushing it really hard. Chase out front still. 2 to go. He's going to come to the white flag this time by. Kyle says at Carey, Chase is a wheelman and is doing great. I'm going to reach out to Chase and be like, hey man, how about a lesson, bro?
That's right.
I don't know if I'll have time though. I'm so busy.
Yeah, I think I need to learn how to be that fast. And that consistent.
Well, we've seen him dominate in the Gen 4s. We've seen him do his thing in these trucks. And I wonder if there's a car that he's slow in. Johnson back 14 seconds now. Stinfley just needs one more clean lap. Johnson has to save fuel. He's low on fuel is what the chat's saying right now. Makes me wonder if Chase is. Chase just took the white flag. Let's cheer him on as he comes back around one more time. 17-second lead over Eric Johnson. Eric Johnson put one heck of a fight up early on. It's going to be unable to hold on unless Johnson loses control. I'm sorry, unless Stinfley loses control. Y'all know what I meant. Come on. Chase Stinfley, 21-second lead right now. He could put Montgomery a lap down, but I don't think he's going to. I think he's just going to enjoy this as he comes into turn 3, and then he'll go to 4, and then he'll take the checkered flag once more. He started out front. He had a great battle with Eric Johnson, and your winner of the Road Course B at Homestead, Chase Stinfley. Eric Johnson going to finish in second place. We'll get your unofficial results here in one moment. We're going to go right back over to Chase Stinfley and watch him give you all a lesson in how to burn them down properly. What time is it, Adam?
The donut sign is on at the donut shop.
That's right. Time to make the donuts.
I know why he calls it the slap wagon. It's because he loads everybody up on the racetrack. He loads all the drivers up and he takes them to school. You need a wagon for that.
Had a message retracted. I don't know what that message was, but this isn't over yet. We're going to hear from your top 3, Richard King, Eric Johnson, and Chase Stinfley here in a moment. I'd like to say thanks for everybody that stuck around and watched this race start to finish. If you haven't already, hit that subscription button. We go live right here for Outcast Motorsports every Tuesday and Thursday night, 7:45 Central. Make sure you go ahead and give it a thumbs up too. Why not? It's all free. And just let you guys know, if you have a business out there and you'd like to see your business on commercial, reach out to me. You can find us on Facebook, 0X Media and Design. Send me a message and we'll get you taken care of. We'll get a commercial made for you and put you out here with all these other drivers. Or all these other sponsors. We make commercials, logos, and we do a few other things too. Highlight videos. Chase Stinfley coming back to the checkered flag right now to burn them down.
I'm surprised he's got any rubber left on those rear tires as much as he was sliding around.
Man, no doubt. Drew Kuhn in the chat says, I may have come in 9th, but I've got two Pinnacle Wrap sponsored trucks on podium. That's a win in my book. 5th place streak ends on a road course, question mark? 2025 is messed up, says Brandon Brock. Kerry Stinfley, great job tonight to the broadcaster and the league. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Chase Stinfley turning on the donut shop lights. All right. That was almost like it was planned right there. Let's hear from your third place finisher. If we can get him in here. Where's he at? Where's old Mikey Keene? Hello there, Mikey Keene.
Howdy.
And yet we talk again tonight. Man, third place finish. We've seen you on the podium quite a bit here. Take us through your race and everything tonight, because it was, for a while there, you were driving by yourself.
Pretty much it felt like the whole time I was driving by myself. Honestly, I knew I had the consistency down. I just didn't have the speed. I knew that going into it, and basically, I mean, you got what you got, and you got to live with it sometimes. And I worked really hard to try to get a win today, but it was definitely not in the cards today. I was just way off. Just really disappointed, but it's always next week.
Man, podium finish. I don't think I've ever been disappointed with a podium finish.
When you get so many of them, you just want that little extra because you're so close. That's what it is.
Consistently looking good out there. You had your Pinnacle Raps guy in the chat, happy with the two drivers and Pinnacle up front here tonight. Man, what else can we talk about?
Dude wipes.
Dude wipes. There you go.
Yeah, can't forget dude wipes. Gotta keep clean. I can say no matter how hot it got in that seat, we definitely didn't get a case of the swamp butt. So
gotta keep them on hand.
That's right. So yeah, I mean, maybe we'll have a better Thursday. Maybe we'll have a better Thursday. Maybe we'll have a better next week. I like Nashville, but maybe I'm just forever third, forever three.
You were the featured driver tonight. We didn't really get to pull you in before the race like we did. So you want to tell the people watching a little bit about yourself, because I can't find a bio on you right now.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So my name's Mikey. From Glasgow, Kentucky. Been racing for about 4 or 5 years. I'm a member of Tabula Rasa Esports, which is a endurance team. That's mainly what we focus on. I mean, we do other types of racing too, but we race every single endurance event. And just last week, I'm proud to announce that 2 team members of mine won first in their class in the LMP2 at Sebring. At the 12 hours of Sebring. Nice. Unfortunately, my team wasn't so lucky in the Cadillac GTP, but that's how it goes sometimes in road racing.
Yes, it does. Man, how long you say you've been doing iRacing?
About 4 or 5 years now.
That's a hike. What's your favorite car or truck?
Oh, favorite car. Man, my favorite car probably at this current moment would have to be the GTPs. Oof. And specifically the Cadillac. My favorite oval car would have to be the Xfinity car.
I think Adam's there with you with the Xfinity car, huh, Adam?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, honestly, that Xfinity car is basically, it's the perfect balance. It's got a little bit of horsepower to where you can sling the rear end, and it's got enough grip and downforce to allow you to really sling it in there in the turns and road courses and stuff like that. I think the Xfinity car is the perfect oval car.
Yeah. I think you've become one of Adam's favorite drivers running the 29 and the Harvick schemes. And so, Adam, you got anything for your buddy here?
Man, hey, it's not about the number. It's about the guy.
That's right. That's right.
Super clean, super fast. Man, don't worry about these podiums. I promise you're going to get a win this season.
I hope so. I hope you're right. I work really hard for it. It just just coming up short. But you know, I think I'm the perfect guy for the number 29. You know,
That's
I,
right.
ra- I race people hard. I don't give it to them for free, but I race them fair. So
That's right. That's what we like to see, man.
yeah. So, hey guys, it's great having y'all. Also, I want to thank Drew and Pinnacle Wraps for this beautiful car. We worked on it, and we actually had this truck done a couple weeks ago, and we were so excited about it because we thought it was the sharpest thing out there, and I really do. I think it's the sharpest truck out there, and especially his too with the pumpkin spice dude wipes. So
Dumpkin.
that's right, Dumpkin Spice.
That's right. That's pretty
Yeah.
funny to me. Well, Flora, you know, you've been in the booth with us many, many times, so now it's yours. I know we've talked about a couple of your sponsors, but let's put them all into one, and the floor is yours, buddy. Hello?
Yeah, so Pinnacle Wraps, Dude Wipes, Tabula Rasa Esports, and Outcast Racing for putting on a great show and allowing some of the best that I've raced with in a long time and the cleanest to all be in one place at the same time, no matter what kind of track it is. So,
Congratulations on another podium win. We'll see you back here Thursday night for another chance at, or a little chance at redemption, and then off to, where'd you say next week? Kansas or
Nashville.
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 Why do I get
Yeah.
Nashville and Kansas confused?
And don't worry, buddy. I still got you a Harvick scheme coming this Thursday. So
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations again, and we'll talk to you Thursday.
see ya.
See you, bud. Mikey Keene, everybody, your third place winner, or third place finisher. Why did I do that?
Yeah, P3.
It ain't his fault he can't talk good. Let's see, who do we got next on the docket? I know who it is. It's that boy, Eric Johnson. We'll have to get him in here. Mr. Eric Johnson, heck of a battle up front early tonight. And you and Chase, man, it just seemed like you just couldn't find the air for that truck. Take us through your race.
Yeah, it's tough to pass when you're that close on speed there. I mean, I had a couple opportunities pretty early there in the S's one time, and I cut Chase a break. He tried to come out wide. I was on his outside, and if I hold my line, he probably just spins off my nose and goes left because he was trying to take a little track that wasn't his, but it was so early, I was being a little extra nice there. And we had another opportunity with the lap car there, and he kind of did the same thing, cut across our nose. We went in the grass to avoid it. We hold our line. He probably spins off our nose and makes it easy for us. But we did take the lead briefly on that first pit stop, and then we just immediately shot ourselves in the foot. And
Yeah, it was kind of crazy how it unfolded there. Like, you came out ahead a little bit on pit. He was merging back in, and then you just went off track there. I think he just took your line. From my perspective, it looked like
that
he
was the
took your line.
second pit stop.
Yeah.
The first pit stop, I actually came out straight in front of him. We came out together because we pitted the same lap.
That's
and
right.
Then I spun in the left going into the S's. But yeah, that second one, I was a little worried about him on the inside, and I didn't get on the brakes right, and I hit the grass and gave that up too.
Yeah.
We made a lot of mistakes. And then, obviously, you're probably wondering, why is he just slowing down? We didn't put enough fuel in the car. We had to pretty much coast the last lap to even, thank God we had a gap on Mikey, because we just had to coast.
That's wild. How much fuel, do you think you needed to add? Just an extra gallon?
Yep, probably just a gallon. But I mean, that was a battle with Chase there. I mean, we were a handful of tenths for 38 laps there, just bumper to bumper. I was faster on one part of the track, he was faster on the other, and
It was
Yeah,
hard to
hats off to him.
take. It was hard to take the camera away from you two. Like that's how close it was. Like all night long, up until that last pit stop, and it was
Yeah,
phenomenal racing between both of you.
yeah, I got to give it to Chase. I was trying to pressure him. He was working the first stint. You could see. I was watching him get loose in front of me, and I was just hoping he would just open the door a little bit more, and it just never really came. And in that last run there, lap car was racing us and just kind of got in between us. And once he had like a 3 second gap, there's no way I'm making that up. We were so close all night. I ain't making up 3 seconds. So I kind of just coasted, and then we realized we didn't have enough fuel, and I'm like, shit, what do I do now? So.
Yeah, it's never easy falling just a little short, but man, second place isn't bad either.
Hey, like I told you before, we're just here, honestly, like we weren't even here to race anybody, and we end up in a race all night. Like we were just here to race the track and just try to finish and, get some good points. And I'll take the second place. With all the mistakes I made, I don't deserve the second place, but we'll definitely take it.
Yeah, so, well, Adam and I were talking earlier. I know I'm going to get off subject a little bit here, but I need to know, Coke or Pepsi?
Well, I mean, it depends. Like if we're just talking plain Coke or Pepsi, I got to go Pepsi. But cherry Coke is probably trumps both of them, in my opinion.
Boo this man.
Yeah,
No.
Take that home with you, Chase.
Take that home with you, Chase.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I forgot he runs the Pepsi scheme. I shouldn't.
Yeah,
forget that,
he's the Pepsi boy. Nah, we'll be the Coke boys.
Yeah. Man, well, congratulations again on a second place finish. Nice clean run for you. And man, well, I really thought you had it. I thought you were gonna wait until the end and give him the old bump and run. But just
there was a moment there in the middle. I kind of put the bumper to him a little bit because I was slightly frustrated with him chopping my nose. But it's just so hard to pass there, man. When you're that close, there's not a lot of opportunities. And he was defending. I wasn't even trying to pass, and he was defending, and so
yeah,
it was tricky.
Where's he at? I don't see him in the Discord.
He's down below. He's
oh,
right
there
where
he
you
is.
pulled me
There
out
he
of.
is. I see him. Gotcha. Well, it's your turn. Floor's yours for all your sponsors and any shout outs you want to give.
Well, we got to hit our partners here, Zero X Media, you two up here in the booth, calling these races, evolving every week, getting better and better. Hopefully we, put on a little bit of a show for you here at the road course. Sometime get a little strung out. Probably not a whole lot of action, but hopefully you had some stuff to look at. And of course, we got to thank Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds and all they do for us, and Paul Wrap Designs for wrapping some of these trucks for the boys and getting them a nice custom wrap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said it. And now Thursday, is it, you think you're going to get that win on Thursday now?
You know what's funny? Lap times consistently, you're probably faster in the truck because in the Gen 4 you just cannot get the power down. So it's gonna be a slippery drive on Thursday. Let me just tell you, these guys off corner exit are gonna be chasing that all night long.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, and look forward to calling that one for you guys. And thanks again for having us. Anything else you want to say before we send you on your way?
Oh no, I'm good, brother. I appreciate you guys and everything that you do, and keep it up.
All right, thank you, sir. Congratulations again on second place, and we'll talk to you on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Eric Johnson, everybody, your second place winner. Man, if you missed that battle early on in this race, go back and watch it. Eric Johnson and Chase Stinfley had one tremendous battle out front for most of the race. It was very, very impressive. So if you missed that, make sure you go back and you rewatch that. I haven't seen close road racing like that in a long, long time. So now we got to get our winner in here. Mr. Chase Stinfley. Mr. Chase Stinfley, driver of the 91 Slap Wagon, out here putting the guys to school once again, close battle with you and Eric most of the race, and then you just drove away there at the end. Take us through what you were feeling, what you're thinking that whole race.
Man, I was sweating. Old Eric, he was putting the heat on us, man. And for some reason, dude, that just goes to show you that like having putting laps down, and I couldn't get the braking. I couldn't get the braking underneath me for some reason, kept overshooting myself, but we just kept at it, kept adjusting a little bit, brake bias here and there, seemed like the truck was not communicating with me like the Gen 4 was, say a week ago or so, thereabouts 5 days ago. So it was a bit more of a battle, man. But yeah, shout out to Eric, man. He had the speed, brother.
Oh, it looked like you had a lot of speed out there too, and at times had your hands full, and I could see him on some of the camera angles. You're just fighting that wheel, trying to keep that truck straight off exit.
Yeah, man. Just limited laps, due to scheduling and work and stuff, dude. But it definitely showed. I made a ton of mistakes, small mistakes, but once you compile those throughout 50 laps, they kind of add up, and every mistake, every slide, you're working the tires, and it's that much harder to drive into the next corner. And it was, man, it's slippery and slidey, especially that second stint. I tore those tires down trying to get her ironed out, but we pushed through. We pushed through it. I just kept chipping away at it, and working traffic there at the end kind of helped. A couple guys were running pretty hard, but we were able to get a gap and then just stay consistent. Just stayed in my comfort zone and tried not to overdrive. I think I was trying a little bit too hard in the braking zones tonight. So I took notes, put it down, and we'll move on to Thursday and try to implement those changes and stuff for the Gen 4 car.
Yeah, you won last Thursday in the Gen 4 car. Phenomenal job there. And then again tonight. Can we think to see a three-peat this week?
Or if you stop by the stream, man, we're always doing it for Dale. So hopefully we can. Yeah, if we make a couple tweaks and we limit some of those self-inflicted mistakes, man, I hope to be up there.
Yeah, I got another question for you here. On the back of your truck, it says hashtag what a woman. Can you explain that?
Yeah, dude. So I got a terrible Trump impression on the stream. So, the old lady, I'll be in here, racing, doing my thing, hanging out with the boys on the stream, and everybody's hamming it up, having a good time. And she'll bring me a plate or something, or I'll shout her out. I'm like, hey, would you care to bring me this if you got time, if you're out there? And bada bang, bada boom. When I get home from work, she's got my Pepsis in the cooler, ice cold, right next to the sim rig. So I just hit her with this. So everybody prepare yourself. I didn't say it was a good impression, but what a woman.
I love it.
The best.
That's awesome.
So huge shout out to her for letting me goof off on here and have a good time with all my buddies on the Outcast crew, man. It's a good hobby to have, man. You kind of shut everything out and get locked in and run around with all your friends. It doesn't get much better than that.
No, and you guys been really clean all season long, and just the racecraft you guys have shown throughout the season. Like, I look forward to seeing this all the way through and seeing who's going to come away with that championship of this series.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be an awesome back half of the season, man. It's already shown itself here, and that just kind of speaks. You talk about the cleanness of everybody. That speaks to the links that all the guys in the Outcast crew, all the admins there, we're actually going to meet up and we break down all of the, wrecks or incidents or different things that people can do to get better. And then they can implement those out on the track. So like I said, this league doesn't, it's literally the tippy top of quality. And then you also have guys that are staying over after the race to give some insight, to give some pointers to the guys that are trying to get faster, that are putting the laps in, but just need that last couple of tenths you got a whole group of guys that run this thing that help them get there. You know what I mean? It's a pretty cool deal in the Outcast crew.
Absolutely. Adam, you got anything for our winner tonight?
What donuts did you serve up tonight?
Well, we got a whole spread, man. I mean, we bring a truckload. You know how the slap wagon does it, man. So it's kind of pick your poison. So whatever you're feeling, brother. I know we got chocolate chips. We've got we got the serial killer out there, Drew Coon, the owner of Pinnacle Wraps. He does the cereal toppings, so we go fully custom on the donuts when we when we turn up the fryers. Yeah, hit the
That's
open
right.
sign. That's right.
That's right.
Well, to see if he can make you a donuts game.
I dig that, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, the sign was on tonight, man. You may not been the fastest, but you were the most consistent. So
Yeah, dude.
congratulations on a
Just gotta
P1
keep it on track.
again.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys. I give a shout out to Zero X Media. You guys do it consistent, precise, precision. That's the way to do it. You guys, like I said, keep it entertaining, man. And we're super, super blessed to have you guys on the crew to get the word out about the Outcasts.
Well, thank you so much.
The blessing's all ours, man. We appreciate you guys.
Can I get an amen, guys?
Amen.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
amen.
you.
Well, we appreciate you coming in here and sharing the What a Woman with us, and just, man, every time we've talked to you so far, every time we talk to anybody in this league, honestly, so far, everybody's just so down to earth and really cool and easy to talk to, and we really appreciate that. It makes our job easier.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we're glad to have you. Yeah, if you guys are out there viewing, if you're still in there, dude, Outcast Motorsports iRacing League's the place to be, and you make sure you tell them that Zero X Media and Design sent you, and we'll give you some firm back slaps on the way in and a nice cold Pepsi. Come on.
Come on. All right, floor is yours, buddy. One last time for a chance for the shout outs and sponsors.
Pinnacle Wraps for keeping us slick. Wrapping the trucks, they do all custom stuff, because if you drive a Pinnacle, you're driving distinction, man. You're definitely gonna stick out, when you're out front and in victory lane and everything. Shouting out the Outcast crew, everybody out on track, everybody running the show, and then a shout out to you guys at Zero X. You guys are badass, or you guys are awesome. My bad.
No, appreciate that.
And yeah, as always, man, too, all the blessings from the good Lord, man, they keep us above ground, and yeah, we keep digging on it, and nothing's possible without him, man. Firm back slaps to him.
That's right. Appreciate you. Thanks a lot, Chase, for joining us. Congratulations on the win tonight, and we look forward to seeing what you got in the Gen 4s on Thursday night, brother.
Right on. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, Dustin. We'll catch you next time.
No problem,
All right, man.
Enjoy
Take it
your
easy.
night. Yo, Chase Stempley, everybody in that 91 slap wagon. You can find him over on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch at Slappin' Tickle 91. Go search for him, drop a comment, let him know we sent you over there. I'm telling you, if you're an iRacer or just somebody maybe looking to get into iRacing, I'm telling you, this is a guy to watch. Go watch his in-car views. You'll probably pick up a thing or two and learn a little bit before you even get on the sim, or if you already got it, you might be able to pick up a little speed just by watching. Works for me sometimes. I don't know about you, Adam, but
Oh yeah,
helps me.
definitely works for me. I've watched some pros on here, and man, it's helped me out tremendously.
All right, let's go through the race results of the evening. Chase Stempley, your winner. Eric Johnson in second. Richard Keene in third. Brandon Brock in fourth. Mathew Montgomery fifth. Brian Zemer in sixth. Brian B. Dubs Welchel in seventh. Michael Stevens in eighth. Drew Kuhn ninth. Anthony Bennett will round out the top 10. Jordan Bridges in 11th. Michael Seymour in 12th. Charles Wilson in 13th, Ryan Eberhard 14th, Fox Bolton 15th, Joshua Yarbrough in 16th, Ronnie Welchel 17th, Joseph Moskowitz. I have to slow down every time I say it. I'm sorry. I'll get used to it, I promise. And then we have, maybe, if this will work, Warren Cook. He finished in 19th, and Terry didn't run tonight, but hopefully we'll see him Thursday or back here next Tuesday. Adam, always a pleasure being in the booth with you, man. I'll let you send it off tonight, but before we do that, let's give a shout out one more time to all the league sponsors: Outcast Motorsports and H&W Wrap Designs and www.georgiamountainfairgrounds.com. That's the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. Go check that website out. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. And then I'd like to shout out everybody that's watching. We appreciate you tuning in each and every week to support your driver and check out our broadcast. That means a lot to us. Adam, floor is yours, man.
Man, I want to thank you, Dustin. Awesome sidekick in the booth. Week in, week out.
That's right.
Love chalking it up with you. Want to give a shout out to Outcast, Zero X Media Design, and my smoking hot co-pilot in life and behind me in the sim. This wouldn't be possible without her letting me spend this money on this awesome rig. So anyway, all right, folks, that's it. The checker flag is out, and so are we. See you next time.
See you, everybody.